today is December 15th, which means only one thing.
What?
This is the special Club Kayfabe WrestleTalk Happy Birthday Dan Peck edition.
What? You didn't tell me it was my birthday before.
Well, if you did not know, you know now.
Oh my god, Paul, they can have birthdays? I can't feel my legs.
Oh, God. This might be my first birthday episode, or maybe not, because we had those times where we recorded on Thursdays and then Fridays for the most part, and so it probably has been a birthday episode. So yeah,
perhaps it has.
Maybe it has,
and perhaps not. According to my archive, no, this is the first time we've actually recorded on your birthday.
Well, goddamn, son.
So, happy birthday, Dan.
And we want to see those comments in the chat.
Oh.
So, how does it feel?
I feel roughly the same as I did yesterday.
That's good, right?
Took a big old dookie this morning because I had taco stuff yesterday for my birthday dinner.
Yeah, that's how you celebrate. That's how you celebrate a birthday.
Get that taco meat all up in you.
Gross. The first time we went to do an episode for Dan's birthday, we had Young Dens on, and it was the worst show we ever did.
Was that around my birthday?
It was the day before your birthday, or 2 days before your birthday. Young Den show we ever.
A show that probably shouldn't have aired, but we aired it anyway.
But we aired it anyway.
Because we were only
so
like
happy
6
birthday,
months
Dan.
old.
Yep.
Thanks.
So happy birthday, Dan, and thank you all for tuning in via the Filling the Void Podcast Network and Spotify. Of course, we are doing this live on Twitch. So if you are tuning in, say hi in the chat. We do have the chat open. And I'm saying hi right now. Jersey Raiden Commish, that's me. Hi. So, say hi, and thank you guys for tuning in. Please check out Club Kayfabe Creative Community via the Facebook. You can find that at CKCC Online, and you can check out all the other stuff. If you are into podcasting, for example, which you probably are if you're listening to this show, you can check out CHMR's Ring Rust, which is an actual radio show hosted by Mark Jabroni. Plays wrestling entrance themes, so if you're into that, that's the show for you. The Blake and Sal show, which covers all kinds of nerd topic. In fact, Blake Riley just went to WonderCon and was doing some live recordings out there. Blake also does the Clerks Minute, where he reviews the Clerks film minute-by-minute breakdown. MDX Podcast with Maurice and Danny is back for Season 2. The Politically Incorrect Racing Podcast, hosted by Matt Hardman, airing new episodes, and J Bunny's Music Hub. I will have to go and check his page to see who he just interviewed, but I know he's got another episode on the way. And of course, check out new art by Brian Beinman and new cosplaying / model photos by Heather Quinn. And like us, support us, and do the Twitter thing and everything. And for 2019, we're going to get to for the podcast, and my wife is going to help me out with that one because she's the Instagram expert. So you can get us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, my Insta is just like when I get records, I take pictures of them.
I have one. I barely use it, but I get tagged in tons of pictures.
Yeah. I get better with that. All right, so before we move on to our TL review, let's go to Dan with this week's trivia question.
All right, with TLC being tomorrow, I went into the archives and found the first TLC pay-per-view. And my question is, what was the dark match at the first TLC pay-per-view?
Oh, Jesus, I have no idea.
You will be surprised. Especially when you find out who wins.
I mean, Jesus, when the hell was first
2009. I believe.
Wow, this has been going for almost 10 years.
I believe it was 2009. Pretty sure. If not, I got the correct answer to the trivia question. I just might not have remembered the year.
Are any world titles on the line in this? Good Lord.
There's world titles.
Yeah. There's a world title match.
There's a world title match.
Because the Universal title ain't on one.
Nope.
All right, so
Well, he ain't wrestling a TLC, I'll tell you that much.
Usually what we do when we preview a pay-per-view is we go through all of the wonderful... We do the pre-show stuff, and then I try to go in order of what matches are going to be. This one doesn't have anything pre-show listed. It's just listing 12 matches, so I'm just going to do them in order because screw it. Because I have absolutely no idea how else to do it. All right. First match out the gate is the Finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. They very hilariously gave us the two jobber teams in R-Truth and Carmella and Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox. The winning team gets the number 30 spots in the Royal Rumble. Or do they, asterisk, because the rumors say that they're actually going to do a big swerve. So they're going to put jobbers in there, and then you're not even going to get them in number 30. It's going to be a big name return.
Right, here's my question. Are either of these teams the teams that started the tournament?
Yes, I believe so.
Truth and Mella are.
I believe Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox were also together at the beginning.
Okay.
I think the only other two that remained together were Lana and Rusev and the Usos. Everybody else had at least one member changed, if not.
And then there's members. The one team where both members changed,
which has just been flat ridiculous.
Yeah, I think.
And that's why Mixed Match Challenges had such a horrible viewership this year.
Yep.
Or this season, I should say.
I got the survey and the email, and I blasted it. And I said, this is a great concept, and you guys are blowing it. Like, that was my entire survey.
It's bad.
So, whoever wins...
The last episode, I think, only had 16,000 people watching.
Yeah. So, whoever wins gets the number 30 spot, but probably not because they want to do the big swerve and possibly even include The Rock in the Royal Rumble and whatever. So, this match is as inconsequential as it's going to get.
I lied. You're entrant number one.
Which means, more than likely, it's going to be Truth and Mella as the winners because I feel like they would get replaced easier than Jinder and Alicia. They still seem to have some faith behind Alicia and Jinder, and all they do with Truth and Carmella is the dance break stuff. So
dance break.
Now, I would prefer to see Truth and Carmella go over, which is why I also think Alicia will go over despite me. Either way, this is an inconsequential match.
I'm going to go with Fabulous Truth, just because.
Yes. Now, speaking with Royal Rumble rumors, another big rumored winner of this year's Royal Rumble is going to be Seth Rollins, because they want to do Seth versus Brock at WrestleMania, which is why I think Dean Ambrose will win the Intercontinental Championship at TLC, and then Seth will enter the Royal Rumble. That will be his proclamation.
It's probable.
That's my prediction there. I hope this will be a good match. The feud's been pretty good so far, and Ambrose makes a killer heel, even when he did the Doctor Who thing. The empty Ambrose, as I called it. I'm digging it. I'd like to see Dean go over here, get a run as IC champ, and I'd like to see Seth enter the Rumble and win.
I don't think Seth is going to win it, but...
he's one of the favorites, so...
Well, he's going to burn it down.
All right, here comes the TLC match, but will it happen? Will Braun be cleared? That's the big tease, of course, and Braun is still pretty freaking injured.
Yeah, last picture I saw had his arm basically looking like purple.
Yeah. I think he'll show up and do like two things and destroy Corbin, because that seems to be a mantra on pay-per-views this year, is that Corbin gets destroyed in a minute. So I'm not counting him out just yet. I'm sure they're going to do the count-out thing, and at 9 he's going to come out, like the music's going to hit. Or it's going to hit right when he's about to ring the bell. He'll come out, he'll do something to Corbin, he'll win, and then we get whatever the next stage in the Corbin thing is.
Corbin will be stripped of all of his authoritative powers, and Braun will get his title shot
at the Rumble, which he more than likely won't win, but he should. Hey, if the rumor is going to be Seth and Brock, and they want Seth to possibly win the Rumble, then we all know. And the championship very rarely actually changes hands at the.
Like I said, I still don't believe for a second that Seth and Brock is going to.
Well, we shall see. All right, Rousey and Nia. We're finally getting that match, which we've already gotten once this year, but now we're getting it with a huge storyline behind it because of the whole facebreaker thing. Probably going to be a better match, and God, they better not put the title on Nia. They better not reward her for being careless. That's all I'm going to say.
I would agree with that. I think there's a lot more for Rousey to do as champion.
Agreed. But of course, if they really want to push Becky and Ronda, will it be for the championship? That's the big question.
They got 4 months.
Yeah.
And 2 more shows between that. Then
hopefully this will not be the case. I actually would like to see Ronda compete in a Royal Rumble, but not at the expense of losing her championship to Nia Jax.
I don't know. Right. Is she ready for that kind of craziness?
Here's the other thing, though. Don't forget, we can't get too hopped up on TLC versus Rumble because the last show of the year and the first show of the year very infamously have big title matches and title changes. So we have to get over the New Year, which will also be inconsequential because we'll all be watching Wrestle Kingdom.
That's a fact.
So just throwing that out there. Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles WWE Championship. I'm assuming Bryan will simply retain here. I can't see AJ winning it back this quickly, not with this heel Daniel Bryan push, but also expect this match to be freaking excellent. It's Bryan and AJ. Have they ever had a bad match?
I hope they are given the time to have themselves a good match.
Well, considering we have 12 matches on the card, we'll see about that. The other match that has the potential to really steal the show here is the TLC match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, which is Becky, Charlotte, and Asuka. This one's going to be freaking brutal.
Yes, it will be.
It's going to be great. I can't predict who the winner is going to be. I know who I don't want it to be, but I'm also not.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I know who I don't want to win, but
Is Becky still a question mark for this?
She says no. WWE still says question mark.
WWE says question marks. Becky says shut the hell up.
And guess what? And what Becky says doesn't mean fucking thing.
Becky says, I will be there.
Well, be there is different than...
Several people have already said Alexa Bliss is cleared, but she clearly isn't wrestling, so...
Yeah, well, Daniel Bryan was cleared by everybody besides WWE for a year and a half.
Bryan also had that freaking awesome match with Mustafa on Lee on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And kudos to them for getting him up there. And because I know with 205 sort of being questionable, and also that's also been a big push. I've seen other people making the same thing I've said, which is, can we get these 205 guys to do more than just be on their own exclusive show?
Yeah, because some of them absolutely deserve it.
And we don't mean just Leo Rush running around screaming. We mean like actually working. And it was great.
It was what you would expect from Mustafa Ali, and it was, you got the Daniel Bryan you were expecting to get.
Now, again, Raw ratings and SmackDown ratings dropped 2.19 and 1.98, but the shows have been better consistently, even Raw, so let's keep that momentum going, y'all.
No, Chris, it's all... Raw being shitty was a storyline so they can fire Baron Corbin as the leader of Raw.
No. Speaking of TLC, though, we got a lot of people who are sick. Mandy Rose, Alexa Bliss, Finn Balor. So, is this going to be another one of those all kinds of changes coming, or?
Well, what happened in TLC last year? Yeah.
TLC is a cursed pay-per-view.
It's one of those things where they everybody wondered why one match was pulled from SmackDown last week. Well, because Mandy Rose is sick. Right. Then they were like, well, Finn Balor he did one show overseas last week and then got pulled from the rest of the weekly shows.
So we may not even get the Finn McIntyre match.
May not. From what I understand, his illness it's not an injury, it's an illness, and it's something that he's going to need to get clearance for because he currently is not cleared for any form of physical
What
contact.
was the TLC breakout last year? What was it?